Subscribe to our channel and click on the bell button to receive important financial updates faster than anybody else.
Friends, welcome to another video on your channel Profit in Equities. If you like our content, please don't forget to hit the like button. Also subscribe to our channel, click on the bell button and choose all notifications to receive important financial updates from our channel at the earliest. In this video, we'll be talking about 8 stocks from the portfolio of Nemish Shah for the year 2018. Now, Nemish Shah is a leading investment banker, investor, venture capitalist and capital market expert. He is well known in India's investment circles and his views are highly regarded. Please watch this video to know more. The first stock on the list is EID Equipments Limited, which is available at Rs 292.60 and the face value for it is 1. The holding for Nemish Shah in this particular stock stands at 1.69%. The symbol for it is ELGI EQUIP. Now, EID Equipments Limited is a holding company and an air compressor manufacturer. The company's segments include compressors, automotive equipments and others. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company went on an uptrend for about half of the year but then declined in value and has been consolidating ever since. The market cap of the company is 4,636.38 crores, which means that the company is a mid-cap one. The EPS of 5.17 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 56.60, which is very expensive. Now, this is also very expensive when compared with the industry PE of 33.94. The book value of 37.86 translates into a price to book ratio of 7.73, which is also very expensive. The company has a dividend yield of 0.41, whereas the promoter holding for this stock stands at a figure of 31.90 and is below average. The 52-week high is 349.90, whereas the 52-week low for this stock stands at 211. The second stock on the list is the HTEC Gears Limited, which is available at Rs 430.25 and the face value for it is 10. The holding for Nemish Shah in this particular stock stands at 7.18%. The symbol for it is HITECHGEAR. Now, the HTEC Gears Limited is an India-based company engaged in the manufacturing of auto components. The company is primarily engaged in the business of gears and transmission components. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company was on a downtrend for the major part of the year, but over the last quarter or so, it has again started an uptrend. The market cap of the company is 807.49 crores, which means that the company is a small cap one. The EPS of 16.30 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 26.40, which is much below the industry PE of 37.16. The book value of 128.11 also translates into a reasonable price to book ratio of 3.36. The debt to equity, however, is a bit on the higher side and stands at 1.9845. The return on equity is 0.1013. The company has a dividend yield of 0.81, whereas the promoter holding is just above average at 55.30%. The third stock on the list is Lakshmi Machine Works Limited, which is available at 7194.55 and the face value for it is 10. The holding for Nemish Shah in this particular stock stands at 8.11%. The symbol for it is LAXMIMACH. Now, Lakshmi Machine Works Limited is an India-based holding company. The company is engaged in the manufacturing and selling of textile spinning machinery, computer numerical control machine tools, heavy castings and parts and components for the aerospace industry. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company was consolidating for about the half of the year, then went on an uptrend, but of late again it has resumed its downtrend. The market cap of the company is 7,881.99 crores, which means the company is a mid-cap one. The EPS of 194.86 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 36.92, which appears a bit expensive when compared with the industry PE of 22.49. The book value of 1,571.49 translates into a price to book ratio of 4.58, which is also a bit on the higher side. Now, the company is debt free and the return on equity here is 0.1408. The dividend yield for this stock is 0.56%, whereas the promoter holding stands at 30.07%. Now, the next stock on the list is Asahi India Glass Limited, which is available at Rs 341.05 and the face value for it is 1. The holding for Nemish Shah in this particular stock stands at 5.95%. The symbol for it is ASAHIINDIA. Now, Asahi India Glass Limited is an integrated glass solutions company. The company is engaged in the manufacture of glass in primary or semi-manufactured forms. The company's segments include automotive glass and float glass. Now, if you were to look at the 1-year chart, you would see that this company has been on a consistent decline throughout the year. The market cap of the company is 8,290.58 crores, which means that the company is a mid-cap one. The EPS of 7.79 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 43.78, which is largely in line with the industry PE of 42.84. The book value of 45.65 translates into a price to book ratio of 7.47, which is a bit on the high side. The dividend yield is 0.44%, whereas the promoter holding for this stock is just above average at 54.27%. Now, the fifth stock on the list is RNEI Engine Valves Limited, which is available at Rs 479.40, and the face value for it is 10. The holding for Nemish Shah in this particular stock stands at 2.02%. The symbol for it is RANEENGINE. Now, RNEI Engine Valves Limited is an India-based company which is engaged in the manufacturing and marketing of auto components for the transportation industry. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company has been a laggard and has not created much wealth for its shareholders. The market cap of the company is 322.11 crores, which means that the company is a small cap one. The EPS and price to earnings ratio are not applicable here as the company is not yet profitable. The book value of 209.82 translates into a price to book ratio of 2.28, which is not wildly expensive. Since it does not make any profits, the company also does not pay out any dividends, and hence the dividend yield is 0. The promoter holding is just about average at 51.10%. Now, the next stock on the list is Zodiac Clothing Limited, which is available at Rs 152.75, and the face value for it is 10. The holding for Nemish Shah in this particular stock stands at 2.08%. The symbol for it is ZODIACLOTH. Now, Zodiac Clothing Company Limited is engaged in the business of clothing and clothing accessories. The company operates through two segments, which are business of clothing and clothing accessories and investment. Now, again, this company has not really created much wealth for its shareholders. The market cap of the company is 298.17 crores, which means that the company is a small cap. The company is also not profitable, and hence the price to earnings ratio and earnings per share are not applicable. The book value of 124.95 translates into a price to book ratio of 1.22, which is decent. The debt to equity here is 0.2540. Now, the industry PE indicates that the companies in this industry generally trade at higher valuations. The dividend yield percent is 0.65, whereas the promoter holding stands at a figure of 61.45 and is generally a decent number. The penultimate stock on the list is BENARI Aman Sugars Limited, which is available at Rs 1478.05, and the face value for it is 10. The holding for Nemish Shah in this particular stock stands at 2.59%. The symbol for it is BANARISUG. Now, BENARI Aman Sugars Limited is an India-based company which is principally engaged in the manufacturing, trading and service activities related to sugar. The company's segments include sugar, power, distillery and granite products. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company has been a severe underperformer. The market cap of the company is 1,853.43 crores, which means that the company is a small cap one. The EPS of 67.65 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 21.85, which is much more expensive when compared with the industry PE of 10.03. The book value of 905.58 translates into a price to book ratio of 1.63, which is decent. The company has a dividend yield of 0.68%, whereas the promoter holding is above average at 58.70%. Now, the final stock on the list is EID Parry India Limited, which is available at Rs 216.30, and the face value for it is 1. The symbol for it is EID PARRY. Nemish Shah's holding in this particular stock stands at 1.18%. Now, EID Parry India Limited is a holding company. The company is engaged in the manufacturing and marketing of sugar, biopesticides and nutraceuticals. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company has been on a major downtrend. The market cap of the company is 3,828.40 crores, which means that the company is a mid-cap one. The EPS of 9.82 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 22.03, which is much more expensive when compared with the industry PE of 10.03. The book value of 92.55 translates into a price to book ratio of 2.34, which is not wildly expensive. The dividend yield here is 1.39%. whereas the promoter holding for this stock stands at 45%. Now friends, please don't consider this to be a recommendation on our part. Please go ahead and do your own research. This and all other content that you see on our channel is intended to be a piece of news. Thanks for watching, and if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please consider doing so.